Assalamu alaikum students. Students, today I am here to discuss the first unit, function and limits, and the first topic is a function. Function is a relation. Function is a relation between two sets. What is a function? What is a relation? So such that f(x) to y means a function f from set x to set y such that each element of first set means x has the unique element in set y, correspondence between 1-to-1 correspondence, okay, between two sets. This is called a function. And next, the first set means to x. So the first set is called domain. Domain is all element. Domain of f means function. The set of all x entries, okay, the set of all x in x and domain, after domain is a range. Range of function. So domain is a set of first values means x, and range is the set of all corresponding y. In y is called range. Okay. So this is a topic function. Function is a relation in between two sets. 1-1 correspondence means each element of x has joined with each element of y. So it is also called dependent and independent values. Function f of x, this is also denoted as f of x. This one, this is an example and function 2x square plus 3x plus 1. So this is a type of a function, and put the value of x, and x is independent. X is independent and also known as domain. Okay, this is function is like also as a machine input and then apply a function, any function, square function, trigonometric function, algebraic function, polynomial function, and then the final result is output. So this input known as domain, and range output means what values you can put in this a function, and after that correspondingly what is your output, what is the result, and then output and result is called range. Okay, so understand domain and range concept. Function is a relation between input and output, domain and range. So this is x is a domain, and this is the whole function. When apply on this one, put x domain is, you can put 0, 1, anything. So all real numbers. Okay, domain is all real number. So 1, let's take 1, this one, 1 square plus 3, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 square, 1, 3 ones are 3, 1, 2 plus 3 plus 1 is a 6. This is the output, means range. This is called range. Okay, belongs to a range. Not only 6, it depends upon domain. You put a different values on domain of x and then apply this function and final result is different. So it depends, all range depend on function, domain. Okay, range depends on domain, but sometimes range, domain you can put anything, but range is a limited values, not all real numbers. Okay, so it's about a function. For example, a square function. Square means you can put any positive or real numbers, but result always be positive, there is no negative. Okay, so this is called a function, domain and range. So I have discussed all more examples, domain, range, how to find a domain, range. Okay, for your understanding. So let's start the exercise or examples related with a function. So let's start exercise 1.1. the question, find domain and range. So in the first function, simple, find domain of range. G of x is a function 2x minus 5. So 2x minus 5, and this x is a variable, the domain, and g of x is a function, and then final result will be range. So it means x, we put x in a function. Function means like a machine, this one, and what will be result? Okay, y. So student, this is a very simple and linear algebraic expression. So you can put any value, g of 0, 0 minus 5, and result is 200 minus 5. Okay, so this one. Similarly, you can put 1, 2 into 1 minus 5, and result is 225 minus 3. And next, put any negative numbers, minus 2, 2 into minus 2 minus 5, and result is minus 9. It means by these three results, positive, negative, and all values that you can put in this formula, in this function. It means all values has some result, all input has some final domain, so range, final result. So domain is, what can value of x put in this function? All values, because at all values result output y has shown. So domain is a real number, all real numbers. Okay, domain is a all real number, and similarly range is also all real values, because on all x produce all y, different y. Okay, so this is a simple linear function, and understand student, all linear function has a domain and range, both are same, means real number. Okay, next, the next function is this, Student, in this case, similarly, put the x in a function in a machine, put input and check what is your output. Okay, this is input and check output. So domain value that you can put, and result is your output, is your final value, and check that value that does not accept the function, the values that does not accept the function, because result is undefined, so you cannot use as a domain. So x, this is a function, so put you same value 0 in a function, 0 plus 1, and result is 1. 1 plus 1 and result is square root 2. This is also a real number. And next, put minus 1 and result minus 1 plus 1, 0. Put 5 plus 1, square root 6, and now put minus 2 and result is minus 2 plus 1, it means minus 1 square root. So student, this minus, yes, this is not a real number. This value means square root function, this function produce, all of you not add, the square produce all positive values. So the result not satisfy at this value. If result not satisfy, it means x, the value of x, you cannot be used in this function. Okay, so it means minus 2 not use, minus 3, minus 4, it means minus all minus 1, from minus 1 which satisfy, and all minus 1, all less than from minus 1 are out of from domain. So domain of this function is all real numbers except minus 1 to negative infinite. It means minus 1 to positive infinite, this one. Minus 1 included, and 0, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinite, but minus 1, less than minus 1 is not included in domain. And similarly range, due to square root function, and 0, 0 to positive infinite, 0 to positive infinite, this one. So this is a domain and this is a range. Range because square root, all of you 0 to onward, but at which value it becomes a 0. So this is minus 1. And next is, now move on, yes, the last third part is x minus 3, and this symbol represent absolute values. So absolute values are that are always produce a positive result. It means this is range. So square root and absolute same results, range is both have same, but find at which value the range become 0 and on other values does not accept. So check this, same, put the value of x in this function and check the final result output. So x is equal to 0 minus 3 and result is 3. 0 minus 3 minus 3, but absolute it becomes a positive plus 3. And next 1, 1 minus 3, and result is minus 2 absolute, it becomes a plus 2. Means you can all values of x put in this function, minus value minus 1 minus 3 and minus 4 becomes plus 4, minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 6 minus 6, but due to absolute it becomes a plus 6, plus 3 minus 3 0. So student, you can see all values, you can put all values of x. It means domain is all real numbers. Okay, all real numbers that you can put in this function. But the result is see this 0, minimum value is 0, and all values when you put positive value or the negative value, but the final result is always positive, it means the 0 to positive infinite, 0 and to positive infinite. This one student, this R you can also write them all real value means negative infinite to positive infinite. Okay, this one. Okay, this is your optional, you can write in this form or in this form. So student, these question, so and the next question, the more critical.